Video number 4. Uh, I keep on burping. Hey man, if I'm gonna blow a big giant fart, let me know. Okay, so just keeping it real. Okay, dudes and dudettes in Videoland. When I was at a friend's house who knew this psychotherapist lady, uh, um, uh, I'm so connected, emotionally bonded, so connected with this person, the psychotherapist. And I went to my friend's house, and she said that therapists aren't allowed to be your friends. And I really had a really bad reaction. I was hyperventilating, and I kept on saying no, no, and I was hyperventilating. I was in shock, hyperventilating. I went to my car, and I was driving in a huge state of shock. And I was like, just like extreme, harmful, extreme evil feeling came over me. And I was staying at this place, and I got to this place that was a couple miles away. And I'm glad I didn't kill anybody while driving. And I was just trying to get a drink. Hold on a second. Lemonade. And I was like, I guess I hyperventilating or like in a state of extreme shock, having breathing disorder inflections, and I normally try to take a walk sometimes to walk out my sorrows and to just take a walk to think at times, like a peaceful walk. And parked my car, got to my place. I took a long walk, and I was just still really breathing funny, and I was in, and that just lasted for like hours. I got I kind of just passed out because I was so tired at my place, not in the street or in the grass or anywhere. I got back to my place and passed out of my bed, and then and when I got up, it was the same thing. It was extremely harmful, extremely bad, extremely hard to take. That she or a group, the people who are asking her to treat me this way, to be this way. This is how you. Um, it was extremely inhumane, extremely. Um, Let me point out that her two cats and her dog get to be with the family and the dad, and they're saying it's not right for me to be with her family or her dad or with her. Uh, they are extremely stupid. They're beyond idiots. I didn't hardly had a dad while growing up. My dad was abusive. I could say I was beaten until I got brain damage from my dad. I love my real dad, and I tried. He's changed a lot, and I was abused by both parents. Unfortunately, I'm very disconnected with families, and it's very important for me to actually have a family, have a dad, to be with someone who I truly love, and I truly love this person. I'm not apologizing. Once again, I'm not apologizing whatsoever to this group. I'm not apologizing to Satan, and I ask you to do the same. Do not apologize to Satan. If you do things that are natural and those are your true feelings, and you really are, you can't help who you fall in love with, and who cares about this group? Who cares about the ethics? Who cares about her two words worthless job? And you go by your feelings. You go by who you're emotionally bonded with, and true friendship, and being real, not fake, not acting abnormal with ethics. Extremely super stupid, way beyond the whacked ethics. They're extremely psychologically out of touch. And so, well, I continued on, and being in a state of shock. It's like if you see something that's really harmful, and you're something like that. That's what's going on. That's what happened. That's from this group. Those are results. That's from this group, and that's what happened to me. I continued on, and I called friends for support. I feel this way, and this is really upsetting. And I was just extremely uh, harmed. It would never have happened if it was if she just helped me out for the emotional bond out of friendship, and this would have never happened. It would have never occurred. And I can see we could be married today. We're very much alike, actually. We think very much alike. We even write very similar. And I could make her laugh and do a lot of things that are very happy. And also, she would be the only one supporting me. I would be one supporting her. I'm the one that wants her to be normal. I'm the one that wants her to put family first. I'm the one who wants her to save her from this group. And there's many things I can go on and on. I'm very fascinated with her, and even I have intuition. I get intuition. I'm not gonna go into that right now. Um, but I was so the other effects that I had was I would cry and cry and cry. The thing that helped me to you could say stave off the pain that it's still there, but it's a little delineated. I have a slight speech or stutter and impediment from a car accident. Delineate um, and from I just lost my train of thought, but I'm gonna go with headed with this video still. Um, but there's things from her group that are very out of touch, very abnormal, very unnatural, and you would never arrive to a state of normality with this group when they themselves are exemplar of how to act and how they're trying to get you to be. Uh, if they would only do it, and this is a really shortcut, like I said, don't do it for money. When I explained some things that happened to this other guy that I met who had post traumatic stress disorder from war, I said, "Look, I got to do it," and I figured a wise way to help you out is to do it out of love and not for payment, and to do it out of friendship. And he was a church guy, a churchgoer, a fellow churchgoer with my affiliated with my church, and explained why. And he said, "What you just explained why is exactly why he doesn't go to licensed therapists." And like as if maybe there's people out watching this video and you understand what I'm saying. You understand why it's wise not to go to a licensed therapist. You might something might trigger or might trigger an understanding, like an aha moment, and saying, yes, that's why you shouldn't charge. That's why you shouldn't do. It's immoral to do so, and it's perverted to do so. And so you may some people may understand. Maybe you'll understand later. If you try to walk into avenues of wisdom, the annals, not avenues, but the annals of wisdom, you look for things that are wholeness, not just partial, not just partiality. Say someone's fixing your car, they're fixing your transmission. Okay, yes, and they fixed your maybe your hood gasket. Okay, yes, but then they pour sugar in your car tank. So why would you do that? Because this group is telling me to do so. Okay, that's really screwed up. You just totally screwed up the whole car. Even though you're providing a service and you are doing some good, some things are out of truth are happening, or you're doing things that are accomplishing a mental help and mental clarity. And I agree with that. I agree with those things in that status from that group. But the wise part, their serious lack of wisdom and irresponsible. There's serious irresponsibility going with this group. Very unwise when they are getting emotionally bonded with people, but treating them like a business and a science experiment and like objects. That's by their definition. That's by the clinical or medical definition of a psychopath is to treat somebody or see people as objects. And that's what they keep on continually doing. And they're extremely harmful, and they cause extreme imbalances in people. People with bipolar are known to get bipolar. Bipolar is achieved by being imbalanced. It's like a tug of war of life's lessons of the part of a person's bipolar brain is one going one extreme um, um, direction and another extreme direction, and they're having a tug of war. It's bipolar. It's fighting against polarizing. But the way to get them to come together is to fight to use their strengths to come to a common to fight for the core self, to fight for a balanced self. And when you got these psychotherapists that are doing these things that are really strange and abnormal with their ethics, and even perhaps trying to get them on medications produces mental side effects. So they're now even more balanced than before. She has the person who I told you about has two clients or people, human beings, and they call her bud, her best bud, her best friend. You know, she calls them clients. Think about that. Hold on a second. Lemonade. Um, a person that sees somebody as an object would call them clients, as they're calling them friends. The best friend, the best bud. Oh, they're my clients. No, and she's not telling them that. Hey, we can't be friends. She didn't tell me. She's being dishonest. She's leading them on, leading them away. I think though, if she did say we can't be friends, we're not supposed to be friends, they could have a very bad reaction, like I did. And bipolar people may commit suicide. If there's anybody that's bipolar and they hear me saying these things, it's very serious. Just be patient. It's been years for me that this has happened, and this is happening. But be patient, push through it, and there's still be look for an answer, and know that there is an answer, and that there is um, peace. Just hang in there. And I love you. I'm going to say I love you, even though I don't know you. Because I'm just trying to, I don't want anybody to commit suicide while watching this tape and hearing what I just said. It's very important. Just push through it. Just you may understand why it's very harmful. Those people who heard just what I just said and didn't know that you couldn't be friends or not supposed to be friends. You can be friends if the person treats you, doesn't treat you as an object, and if they don't, that's a very evil act. It's a very immoral act. But this group is telling them that that's all right. It's all right to treat you that way. It's a very evil group, and they're very immoral. And they're very harmful. I'm going to continue. This has been 13 minutes. I'm going to say this other stuff in video number 5, a furtherance of what happened to me. And still, I haven't told you entirely what happened, but there's been many things that have happened that very much have to do with when you're emotionally bonded with somebody and they treat you like an object. Like Jeffrey Dahmer killed people. He skinned them alive, or he skinned them or dismembered their parts and ate them. This is very, very harmful to me, what happened. So I'll just explain what happened, and you can determine for yourself if that was really harmful, and determine if it was it could have been avoided, and determine yourself if these people were actually warning others as to what happened to me. There has been no warning, and determine what happened to me. What maybe you could use other words or terminology, and to figure out your own. Something in my ear, water, and my finger. 14 minutes. I'm going to go to the next tape. Been about 15. I'm going to go to, I think, video number 5 or 6. I lost count.